Hi everyone, in this video we will see how to run JavaScript in your Jmeter. So what's here the point will come, so why we need to run JavaScript in Jmeter. So in the recent web applications, all the applications for the security reasons, they are encrypting their post body. To send out data securely from end to end. So first we use the example of Task Incomplete from the Task Incomplete website. So for open the Task Incomplete website, so run JavaScript in Jmeter and load external JavaScript. So I have opened that. Copy your JS. So in this JS, it is generating a random number and it's printing it is giving the accessible to Jmeter to access that variable. So I'm creating a thread group. After create thread group, I'm adding a sampler, JSR223 Sampler, which is mentioned in the website. Why I'm using JSR223 Sampler here only? Because only JSR223 Sampler have the compatibility to compile your JavaScript. So if you go to the languages in the JSR223 Sampler, we have multiple languages. I'm selecting it with JavaScript now because I want to run the JavaScript. Okay, we'll add a view results here. First we'll have debug sampler, which will have all the values, and we'll have a view results here. So once run it, we'll see what value we'll get here. Basically, in the Jmeter, this JavaScript generates random number from 1 to 100, 10 to 100. So we'll see what the value generated. The generated value is 51. Okay, the generated value is 51. That's working fine. Then we'll try to load the external JS. Yeah, we have here loading the external JS. In this external JS, in this code, what we are doing is we are trying to load. Try to load the JS file which is not in our Jmeter. If you want to access your file which is in your local, still we can provide the path which is like file extension with file complete path where it was. So if you're running master slave, make sure the path exists, the JS file exists on the path you mentioned in your JSR223 Sampler. Okay, so the Jmeter JavaScript engine doesn't support window and document elements. So if you're trying to add document.get or a window.get, Jmeter will not support that element. So because as Jmeter don't have any UI as a browser, so it cannot access the document element from the front end, from the JS. If you want to get the elements of this thing, you need to go to the browser. You need to see is there any ID mentioned or class mentioned, tag mentioned, and you need to get the elements by using the document.get element. You cannot get it. So if you have an hidden variable or something, then we can to hard code these values. Whether we need to hard code the value or we need to do the regular expression from the previous samples, and that need to be passed here. If the values need an input for your JavaScript. So if your client has a having, or if your application what you're testing, if you have any encryption algorithm or any other mechanism that it's using JS, so you can directly give the URL of your JS here, and you can copy you need to identify your JS which is running. Yeah. Okay, so it will run the basic JS, not the extensive JS what all browsers supports. All browser supports, like it's not like calling the documents on the windows and the history, so that will not work in your Jmeter. So Jmeter have limitations of limited access. So if you have any functions defined in a method in your JSR223 Sampler scope, then you can access those functions. So the functions and the code in this JS can be accessed here. So this is one of the crypto.js.as.encrypt is one of the functions which we have in that crypto.js file that we can access here. So in this JS, what we're trying to do is just encrypting the password, and we're copying giving the key my string and the password to arguments, and just we are trying to encrypt it. So yeah, here we'll clear this. Just running that file. Jmeter will take some time to download the JS into the local, and it will to execute that. So if you come to the Jmeter, so this is the encrypted value, what it was encrypted for these two parameters, my encrypt code and password. It is an encrypted password. It's generally an encrypted password with using this key. So var.put is the statement which will transfer the object output of the JSR223 Sampler to your Jmeter variable. So you can access this variable anywhere once you insert the value using var.put in your Beanshell sampler or JSR223 Sampler. Okay, this is how we need to use external JS and how to run the JSS in your Jmeter. Thanks for listening, friends.